Hi guys, welcome to my mathematics tutoring video. And in this video, I'm going to discuss properties of derivative. So this is the part one portion of the properties of derivatives that we'll be looking at. In the next video, we will discuss the remaining properties of derivatives, some of those fundamental properties. So for this one, we want to look at four main properties: the constant rule, the scalar rule, or sometimes it is called the constant multiplier rule, the sum rule, and that of the difference rule. Now, for the constant rule, let's say if if C a constant, if C is a constant, then the derivative. So consider that C is a constant. So we say let it represent a function y equals to C. So if this C now is a constant, then it means that the derivative of C, which we call y prime, equals to 0, right? So in general, the derivative of any constant is just equal to 0. And we want to prove that. So the next rule is the scalar rule. Or better still, you can also use other notations that we discussed in previous videos, like saying dy by dx. So this is just equal to 0 as well, right? So if you want to firstly indicate that you are about to differentiate this C, you can say d by dx of C is equal to, now this indicates that you are about to take the derivative of this constant C. So this is now equals to 0, right? Now what's about the scalar rule? Now the scalar rule says if C is a constant, meaning a number, something that is not changing, and X is differentiable, meaning it's a kind of function that can be differentiated, then the derivative of the constant times a function would just be equal to the constant, right? So if you have y to be equals, for example, cx, where c is a constant and x is a variable or a function, we are saying that the derivative, which is dy by dx of this cx, is just equal to c. That is to say, if you have y equals to 2x, the derivative of this y prime, because this is another notation of y, right? Y prime is just equals to 2. If you have y equals to minus 5x, because there is a constant times the variable, y prime is just equals to minus 5. Likewise here, if you have y to be equals to 10, which is just a constant, y prime will be equal to 0. So these are the first two basic rules. The next one is the sum rule. Now we say if we have two functions, assuming we say one function is f of x and another function is g of x, but we indicate that if f of x and g of x are differentiable, It means they are functions that can be differentiated. If f of x and g of x are differentiable, then the derivative, right, of these, the sum of these two functions, that is, if you have f of x plus g of x, assuming that y equals f of x plus g of x, we are saying the derivative, which is y prime, or you can say dy by dx, is just equal to f prime of x, which is the derivative of this function, plus g prime of x. So it means you are to take their derivative separately, right? Now, if it was a difference rule, it means the only difference here would just be a negative in between here. You just have a negative between here. So if you have two functions and then you want to find the derivative of their difference, you find the derivative of this one and you find the derivative of this one. So check other videos and you're going to see how best we can apply these fundamental rules for derivative. In previous videos also, I derived all of these properties, so they will also help you. Check my Facebook page and also check my YouTube page. Please, if you have not registered or subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe. The name is Peter C. Dokbo Jr. Thank you very much and see you in the next video.